darkness, my old friend.
I may not be able to use a Nintendo Labo Flight Simulator yoke, but the Afterburner spin-off from Sega, ported to the Nintendo Switch by the masters at M2, is still a whole lot of fun to play. G-LOC Air Battle started off in arcades worldwide in 1990. The machine resembled the cockpit of an airplane and featured a yoke as the controller, and a throttle to control speed. The entire cabinet would move with the player as they flew the plane, and Sega even had a version with 360-degree range that could flip the player upside down and back and forth. G-LOC also saw ports on a number of systems, such as the Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Game Gear, and even on the Amiga and Commodore 64. Try as they might, none of these ports could live up to gameplay provided by the arcade, let alone recreate a similar experience to the feedback of the machine. Speed ahead to 2020, and the team at M2 has managed to recreate at least the software experience of the original arcade machine in this beautiful port on Switch. Arcade mode provides an experience that tries to mimic the original game as closely as possible, even adding a moving cabinet display to provide a taste of what it looked like to play in the original arcade. The addition of an online leaderboard provides a way to challenge your friends no matter where they live. The Ages mode provides an expanded experience with the implementation of a difficulty option to ease you into the gameplay and get comfortable with the controls. Expect more enemies, more missiles, and a much more forgiving lock-on system that makes it easier to blow enemies out of the sky. M2 always does an excellent job of providing lots of different options and settings, and here they didn't disappoint. Both the international and the Japanese versions are available, as well as a number of different viewing options, whether it be different versions of the cabinet display, or if you prefer to just have the entire screen filled with the play area. Having never played G-LOC Air Battle growing up, I can still appreciate it as a curiosity. Overall, I think Afterburner is the better game, but it's still pretty neat to play a game whose claim to fame was mostly for being a neat experience in the arcade. This isn't a title that most people under the age of 30 are going to devote a lot of time to. But if you've got some nostalgia for the Sega arcade classic, M2 certainly did a great job in translating the experience to Switch.